or for example for PPC, I have to think twice. Yes, they may be right.
Let me get your take on this, about the third rail in the Arab narrative. We've had the Islam fundamentalist story. We've had more of the Arab story, the dictators who are in control. And then there's a third story, which is this Facebook revolution story.
Yes.
Is that true? Is there a third story? And will this third story, will it be as important as the other two stories, or can it push out the other two stories and become the dominant story?
Look, I don't think that the Facebook revolutions or supporters cannot push out the two sides, but they can. They have the power to face them and to get a specific place, a strong place between them. But in fact, they cannot accept all the Islamists or even the dictatorship regimes to come back anymore. But we need them. We need diversity. Okay, we can accept everybody, all the opinions, but we cannot give them the chance, the opportunity anymore to come and to rule us.
You're going to be rewriting your constitution, and do you think, I just had this idea while we're talking here, is there any room maybe in the constitution to make an official acknowledgement and representation of somebody representing the Facebook element of Egyptian society? In other words, the senator or from Facebook. In other words, it's the virtual population. Should they be represented in the Constitution? Do you think this, I just thought of this idea on the spur of the moment, does this make sense to you?
No, for sure it will not. It will not, because for example, if any country, any company had bought Facebook, so what, it cannot be accepted. But the guys of Facebook, of Twitter, of blogs, or anything, they can constitute political parties and participate in the political life in Egypt freely. And we have some examples already who started making some parties, and they are about to declare their parties soon as the constitution being public for referendum.
I want to talk to you about the moment, the actual moment in history when the use of a social networking site like a Facebook and a Twitter, when suddenly it became seen in a completely different light. Tell us about the story when you were using the social networking sites really for trivial purposes, and then suddenly there was a spontaneous recognition that you could use it for something else. And I thought that was remarkable because it was a spontaneous flowering of a concept that happened suddenly, which led to this mass uprising. Can you talk a little bit about that?
Ironically, we had some statistics that said that all the Arab guys are using internet just for sex, just for looking for porno and making kind of entertainment, networking, but nothing more. But
not you, of course. I mean, you're serious.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
I'm serious.
Okay, fine.
Once upon a time, these guys had approved for all the world that these guys can make change. They can change regimes. They can change destiny of nations through internet.
A lot of people say that the revolution that happened in the videotape industry was driven by porn. People say that the internet industry was driven by porn first, before there was anything else. So you're saying that porn is the basis of the revolution?
No, for sure. I don't mean that. I don't mean that.
Okay.
For sure, I don't mean that.
But you're saying that. Well, anyway, so there was a spontaneous combustion of this idea,
yes,
which swept across like wildfire.
Yes.
And then you had this idea to just get up out of your chair and start walking over this bridge behind us.
Yes, for sure.
Let's talk about the future, because at first in Tahrir Square there was this mass uprising, but now it's taken on a new phase, a phase where every Friday there is a gathering. So what happens on each Friday, and what is the goal now in the next few weeks and few months?
I think that people will get the opportunity for the new Prime Minister to achieve some of the achievements that should be done. He will change some ministers who are not accepted in the streets, and he will work to release some political imprisoned and detained. Also, I will work to make more freedom for expressing the opinion and for press and media. As we know that Al Jazeera got banned, and some of the independent newspapers and media are suffering from pressure even through the era of the last minister, Dr. Shafi. You know that some independent journalists were banned to appear on private channels, and they forced them to cut over the interview with him.
Right.
So we are not completely free yet. So we are practicing some kind of pressure on the new prime minister to give us more freedom, not to make any kind of censorship on media, and to give the people the right to express themselves in the right way, the right to demonstrate, the right to judge, even the president himself, as this was not allowed.
When you say we, let me ask you, who is the leader?
No leader.
No leader.
No, the people, the Egyptian people are the leader.
That's a new concept in freedom.
Yes.
Fantastic. Well, we're looking forward to seeing how this plays out, and we'll be back again to check in. My guest has been Hisham Alam, who's a blogger. We've got his website on the screen right now. Thanks so much for being on the Keiser Report.
Thank you.
Okay, that's going to do it for this edition of the Keiser Report with me, Max Keiser, and Stacy Herbert. I want to thank my guest, Hisham Alam. Here's his blog site. Check it out. If you want to send me an email, please do so at keiserreport@rttv.ru. Until next time, this is Max Keiser saying bye, y'all.